And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First down at their own 19-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he stopped immediately there. Henry To'o there on the tackle. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chigakakro, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 18.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. They're running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Pulled in at the 24. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Blue between the tackles. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try to throw now. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Now they send a man in motion right. So nothing doing there. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of throwing football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Hey, kill! We go 46. 26.
Now Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And his kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
What's that? Oh, boy.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield field across the 45.
A 6-yard pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
All right.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game. Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, it's Blue. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come up with his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked out, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rhodes. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
To throw is Prescott. And this one too low.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3.
Texans 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down. I want to be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud looking to change the play. Now they'll change things up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Look the hot. Oh, right.
Quick throw to Collins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Stroud now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Oh, right.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Texans 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They go again with Blue. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Pickens makes the sideline grab. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Yeah,
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
To Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 3.
On the quick, right? Hey, 11.
The throwing again is Stroud. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans send the punter out. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS, what defines my name? NAS, what defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS, what defines my name? NAS.
DNA and King James, Ken and St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous time. I thought by 40 rapping is corny, how wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Houston. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, south. Rock. Good.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
All right. Why Tony? 118. That's right. Hey, uno more. Look the hot. Hey, uno.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
Tony.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action. Stroud forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
On the quick, right? 118. Outside.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
All right. 118. Outside.
They'll try it now with Brooks. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
We'll see how much that decision costs them as the game unfolds, but give credit to this defense. They found a way to get off the field. They had their backs against the wall there on the opening drive.
118. Outside.
Mixon. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Stroud under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal?
All right. 118. Outside.
Here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A gain of 6 yards.
4th down, and on comes Jaime Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Texans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 29.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
There we go, Wiley. There we go, going to 53. What do you think?
Prescott on 1st down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A
bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
On third down, Prescott. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Texans 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment.
Here we go. 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
All right. 18. That's it.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
All right.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He gets free. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, I love it, Mike. We're seeing so many teams nowadays as they approach midfield, even on their side of the 50, keeping their offense on the field on fourth down. And it's certainly a risk. It's certainly up there for debate. But in this case, big chance, big reward, and they come down with 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dak. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got put the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Play fake. Prescott moving left. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside in the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody uncovers downfield. He forces a difficult throw, and luckily it falls incomplete.
Yeah, here we go.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better know. Now, what's what?
Looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Robert. Oh, right. Swap. Another swap. Flat.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down for Houston.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
18. Why, Tony? 19 Texans. Whoa. Hey.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Now Mixon. First down and more inside the 40. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big-time run by Mixon. It's a gain of 49.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Texans will get out in front 17-7. Answer after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back where you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Prescott to his main man land. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Henry To'o on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. Out to his right. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
The play action. It's Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Daniil Hunter. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Third and a long way to go. In motion, Okonkwo. Dak facing third and long. Got Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. In motion, Okonkwo. A first down throw for Prescott. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Showing off the elusiveness there. Able to dance his way forward. It's a gain of about 4.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring on third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans up their lead. It's now 24-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Rolling to the left. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
In motion, Okonkwo. Dak can throw it here on first down. Moving outside the pocket. And nice work there. Goes to a slide. Gain about 7. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
In motion, Okonkwo. On 2nd down, it's Dak. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Here's Dak. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down.
Hey, chill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he is upended. What an awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball... comes out to the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. A big connection from Dak to CD. It covers 51 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, 46. We're going to 54.
Prescott. Rolling right. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Move. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Yard. That's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. As a keeper, his first NFL touchdown.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of the comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Whoa.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, let's go. 118. What's that?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
All right. 118. What's that? Ray.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
19 Texans. 118.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground, inside the 40, a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Oh, ready? 18.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson, in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. On the play fake, Dak. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
What teamwork, the receiver coming back for the completion. 15 yards through the air. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll throw again, Dak. That is caught at 3. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
The kicker on for the
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
All right. 18.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Oh, and 18. That's it. Buggy.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. 17 yards, the gain there. First down for Houston.
17 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Now toss play, running left, it's Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
18. That's it. Robbie.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go play action with Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this one past the 20 to the 21.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver, they get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On play action, here's Dak. On the move left. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. Let's hit.
Give, running right. It is Mixon. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Escaping to his left. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Donovan Izaraku getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
On the quick, right? 18. Let's hit.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 75 yards. Touchdown, Houston.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
46.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
54 Wyatt. Yeah, here we go. Wyatt.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They get an even 20 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Dak to throw. This one downfield for Okonkwo. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Cowboys first down.
Hey, kill!
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Prescott on first down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
No better. Then I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on a camouflage belt. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue pill. Chip twin, don't hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over clip. I used to want to M, now I got sell. If it's about money, then you know it's with it. If it's about money, then you know I'm on.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oates. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.